Sir, Ambassador Plays back in the building. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Not just well, but swell. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Look, y'all, today we got a good little video for y'all, man. Doing a voiceover. And we're going to be talking about why being different is a good thing. But first and foremost, I just want to say, man, I love you guys. Jesus loves you guys. And, make sure to forgive one another, bro, because, we're not perfect as human beings. And just make sure to set your expectations realistically, you know what I'm saying? And only put 100% hope, effort, and full expectation in God and God alone, bro, because He the only one that won't disappoint you. No matter how good a friend you have, no matter how good a person you know, they're always going to fall short in one way or another. It's not me being pessimistic, but we're just imperfect, fallible beings, right? And we're always going to let each other down, whether we try to or not. So just make sure you put all your hope and your real expectations in God so that you not end up disappointed. But yeah, without further ado, man, we're going to be talking about why is being different a good thing. Now, this is actually something that I'm pretty interested in speaking on because growing up, I feel like we can be led to believe the opposite. You know what I mean? If you talk different, if you look different, if you walk different, you can feel insecure about that, especially, going to school where kids, they always got something to say about whoever's different, whoever's not following in line. But I just want to give you guys a few reasons why being different is a good thing. And the first reason that I'm going to give you is that, bro, like the most popular man to ever walk this earth, the most effective man on this earth was different. And his name was Jesus Christ, bro. Now, this is not, you don't have to believe in Jesus Christ as like deity being God or whatever. But I need you to understand that this man, like historical, like as a historical figure, I'm not even talking about like faith-based, as a historical figure, this man was very different, bro. He was a Jew that was long story short, he was telling people things different than what they were used to doing, bro. People who were Jews, people who were Israelites, bro, people who were used to doing things, he was telling them, how to do things differently. And he was claiming it was the right way. And so people ostracized him, people criticized him, people threw rocks at him, people stoned him. They ended up crucifying him, for being different. But guess what? Look at how we do our entire calendar, bro. AD and BC, right? That's before Christ and after the death of Christ. You know what I mean? I mean, he had lived over 2,000 years ago, and still look at how prominent he is as a figure in our society, whether you believe in him or not. You know what I mean? Different. Wasn't afraid to be different. Because his whole thing was he was claiming that he was fully God and fully man, and he was doing what his father had sent him to do when he was here on this earth. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, AP. Jesus made me feel some type of way. That's not a good example. How else is it good to be different? Okay, boom. Have you ever seen somebody that you was like, yo, how do they, like, no offense, but you like, yo, how do people rock with them? Like, they're not even that cool for real. You know what I mean? Let me tell you why. That's because they being themselves. Now, let me tell you something that's contrary to the popular belief, especially for a people pleaser or somebody that always just wants to do what other people are doing. People like you more when you are just yourself. Even if you're a weirdo. I'm telling you, because what's worse? A guy who's a little bit weird or a guy who's a little bit weird that's just trying to people please and do what everybody wants him to do. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, it's not the second one. I guarantee you, bro, you can like anime, bro. You can dress up as a furry, like you can do all these different things. But for some reason, people just happen to respect you and appreciate you more if you are just authentically yourself and unapologetically yourself. And that looks different for everybody, bro. But whatever it is, don't go against who you are in attempt to fit in, because why are you trying to fit in anyway, bro? What is fitting in gonna do for you, bro? Nothing. And I'm trying to tell you that. Nothing good, bro. Being yourself is the best thing you could possibly do, because guess what? Everybody is so uniquely and wonderfully made, bro. There are no two people that are the exact same on this earth. So why would you try to be like somebody else? You feel me? You got a different skin tone than them. You got a different voice than them. You're a different height than them. You're a different weight than them. Everything about you is different than them. So why are you trying to be the same? Dude, look at diversity, bro. That's what makes like, relationships and life so interesting, is that the very fact that everybody is not the same is what makes people interested. Imagine so boom, right? Boom. Here's a perfect example. But for us men out there, bro, how boring would it be? As you can see, I tried to vanish that explosive wave. I was only able to vanish it one time. You got to vanish it multiple times. I failed. Okay, so boom. Let's say you're talking to a female, right? Nice little shorty, right? Respectfully. And you sitting down to get to know her. Turns out, besides the fact that you're a woman, the fact that she's a woman and you're a man, there are no differences between you guys. None. Bro, do you know how boring that would be? Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have things in common with your lady, but bro, no differences. I'm talking about y'all whole life look the exact same, bro. There's dang near nothing to talk about, bro. Besides the fact that, oh, your name is this, my name is this, I'm a man, you a woman. But what else is there to talk about? Nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, difference is so crucial, bro. You need differences in order to maintain relationships. You need differences in order to like better yourself, like to see, oh snap, like this is something that this person does that I don't do, and this could better my life. Not because I'm trying to copy them, but because I see that that's beneficial for them, and that's where I'm trying to go. Let me do that too. If nobody was different, you wouldn't be able to do that. You would already know everything about everybody that you ever meet. Can you imagine how boring of a world that would be, bro? A world where you already know everything about everybody that you ever meet. I don't know about you, but that don't sound like a world that I would want to live in, bro. That do not sound like a world that I would want to live in. Let me tell y'all a story real fast, all right? So, boom, when I was in 8th grade, I feel like I was always like a rather cool kid. Like, not like I was trying to act cool, but just my personality. I don't really give people too many reasons not to like me or not to get along with me. Not because I'm a people pleaser, but because I think I was just a cool dude. Granted, there were some people that didn't rock with me, and so be it. Not everybody is going to like you. It's not your job to get everybody to like you, right? So, boom. I'm in this class called Avid, I think. Avid. We were like doing planners and stuff like that. It was just like a class to try to get, I guess, prepare you to take better notes and in attempt to prepare you to go to college, whatever. I mean, looking back on it, it's like, was it effective? I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Who cares? So anyway, it's long before I was married. So I'm sitting at the table with this girl, bro. With this girl. And it's important for you to understand, bro, like in the 8th grade, I was a cool dude, but I was not the coolest looking dude. You feel what I'm saying? If I have to be candid, if I have to be honest with you, I was probably whack. I was probably lame, bro. I pulled up to school, first of all, nappy headed in a mug. I'm not talking about the little sponge joint that you do to get the intentional look. No, like I just woke up and went to school, bro. I woke up and went to school. Probably ain't even brushed my teeth for real. And I wore glasses. That's not the problem. The problem was that I wore them joints crooked. They weren't the thick frames or the cool frames, but there was a little skinny, thin, frail frame, so there was a little bit bent. You know what I'm saying? You know the part that go over your nose is a little bit bent. Alright, so my glasses was crooked and I was wearing them crooked on my face, bro. This is how I pulled up to school on the regular, on a day-to-day basis. I lie to you not. I lie to you not. Right? And so I'm in Avid, bro, and I'm sitting down at the table with this girl, and I'm not gonna lie, the girl was very pretty to me. The girl was very pretty to me, you know what I mean? And I seen like a dude that she kind of got along with, bro. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, I lied to you not. This honest, bro. I lied to you not. I was thinking in my head, I said, hey, but y'all try to bite bro swag in order to get a homegirl to talk to me? You feel me? Now that's a lame way to think. That's a lame, very, very lame way to think. But that's what your boy was thinking, bro. But how old are you at 8th grade, bro? I was like 13, 14, you know what I mean? So, I'm sitting here wondering, like, okay, what is it that I can do to get her to pay attention to me? Y'all want to know the conclusion that I came up with? Don't copy, bro. Don't copy, bro, because, and I told myself, and I said, self, you probably gonna end up looking stupid. Trying to copy him, you probably gonna end up looking stupid. So guess what I did, bro? You know what I mean? I'm just humming from time to time. Your boy could sing a little bit, so I like hum from time to time. You know what I mean? And then just be myself. I make my jokes. I'm a funny and I'm a goofy dude, bro. I'm a goofy, funny, and corny dude, like naturally. That's what I do. You know what I mean? That's what I do. Long story short, bro. She had ended up coming up to me one day, And she said, and now y'all know me as Ambassador Plays, AP, but my name is Nathaniel, right? And people call me Nate for short. So she came up to me, she said, Nate, I just wanted to let you know, you actually really cool. And first of all, now, boom, when she told me this, bro, I really didn't know how to feel. Because I was like, wait, why are you so utterly surprised by that? Like, why are you so surprised by that? But now looking back at it in hindsight, bro, I look lame. I looked like a certified lame-o. I looked like a certified lame-o. So I guess that's why they say don't judge a book by its cover, because I looked like a lame-o. But guess what? I was different, bro. I was different than the other cats, and I embraced that. So she came up to me and she told me, she said, Nate, you actually are really cool. Like, you are really cool. And then she told me straight up, she said, when I first saw you, I don't know, I didn't think you were like how you are, but you're actually really cool. That's how I told her. I was like, bro, like, what you mean? And she just started laughing. Like I said, whole time, now looking back at it, I'm pretty sure she was trying to say, like, bro, you look mad whack. You look mad whack, and I thought you were gonna be whack too. But she ended up just telling me, like, yo, you really cool. Like, you really cool, and I didn't expect that. You want to know why she told me that, y'all? Because I did not copy bro. The bro that she was kind of like showing attention to, that I seen was cool with her, I did not copy him. 9 times out of 10, I'm guaranteeing you right now, bro, if I would have tried to approach her on some stuff trying to be smooth, and whole time my definition of being smooth is copying that dude, first of all, she would have thought I was a certified weirdo, okay? She'd be like, why is he trying to act like this other dude that I know he's not even friends with? You know what I mean? I hope y'all can understand what I'm saying, bro. Moral of the story is, bro, even if you're trying to come off as a likable person, bro, I don't ever want y'all to think that to be more likable, you have to be somebody that you're not. Because that's not the wave, bro. This just goes to tie into what I was saying in the beginning of the video. People respect, like, and appreciate when you are authentically. Boy, my brain collapsed for a second. When you are authentically yourself and unapologetically yourself, bro. Even if you are different than most people, bro. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I really hope y'all understand that, man. And I feel like, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like it took me too long to learn this, bro. Because if I have to be honest with you, bro, but I think before that story that I just told y'all in like the 8th grade, I definitely had my time. Like in 6th grade, bro. Sorry, my fault. In 6th grade, y'all, I definitely had moments where, bro, like, okay, so I had a best friend, bro, and he was like popular, bro, and all the ladies was just like, you know, they was talking to him, they was messing with him, they was rocking with him, and I sat back to myself and I said, bro, I need what he got. And guess what I did? Start copying, bro. And guess what happened? Nothing. Guess what happened? Nothing. They was not rocking with me. They was still rocking with bro and not paying no mind to me, even though I was trying to act just like bro. Listen, one thing I'm not gonna do is get on here and lie to y'all. I'm not just talking from like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Bro, I'm talking from experience, bro. I've been a copycat before. I've been let me do whatever it is everybody else is doing. Let me follow the trend. Bro, I've been that guy before. I'm telling you from experience, bro, that's not it. Bro, that's not it, bro. Be yourself and like be proud of being yourself, bro. Because I've been that guy before. And let me save you some embarrassment, bro. Let me save you some time. Bro, you're going to end up looking mad whack, bro. I'm telling you that right now. And then you're going to look back and be like, bro, what was I doing? You're going to look back and go, bro, I can't believe I really thought that this would make me more likable. This would allow me to fit in. As y'all can see, I was just spamming supers right here. I was, I'm playing with the homie Don Coolio, so I was being funny. Shout out to him for the matches and the gameplay, man. Y'all go check out his channel. Make sure to show some love. But yeah, man, I'm trying to save y'all some time on that, bro. And I firmly believe that God made each and every last one of us uniquely different, bro. None of us are the same for a reason. If God wanted us to be the same, bro, we would all have the same skin tone. We would all talk the same. We would all walk the same. We would all be the same build. There would be no fat people, no skinny people, no mid people, no, you know what I'm saying? Nobody would be beautiful. Nobody would be drop dead ugly. We will all just be mid. Like, we will all just look the same, bro.
We would look the exact same. We would sound the exact same when we talk. There would be no accents, right? Like when you talk about difference, bro, listen to people that got patois. You know what I'm saying? Listen to people that are from the UK, from London and things like that. Listen to that. Why do you think people gravitate towards these things, right? Because they're different for Americans, but they gravitate towards the UK accent because it's different. Towards the patois, towards the Jamaican accent because it's different, right? I'm trying to tell y'all, but I'm trying to put y'all on game, bro. Difference is key. So the very same thing that you think is making you like not like the very same thing that you're trying to hide is the exact same thing that's most likely going to get you the results that you're actually looking for. How crazy is that? The same thing that you're trying to hide or that you're insecure of or insecure about, whatever it may be, that is most likely the same thing that's going to get you the results you're looking for, bro. That's going to get you the friend that you want. That's going to potentially get you the woman's attention that you want, that you look in a date, that you think is cute or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? The same thing that you're insecure about, bro, is the same thing you need to just embrace, bro. Have fun being different, bro, because being different is the move. I can't stress it enough. If we lived in a world where everybody is the same, bro, how boring would that be, bro? How boring would that be, bro? I'm trying to tell y'all. So yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. God bless, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all spend some time with God today. You know, God is really good. And like I said in the beginning of the video, bro, make sure y'all forgive one another, man. Forgive one another. If you can think of somebody that did you dirty or did you wrong, W little super counter battling engagement right there. Forgive that person, man, because it's not worth holding that resentment and that bitterness in your heart. And then also, bro, people aren't perfect. People aren't perfect, man. Get to know God, you feel me? If you don't already, you know, that's just my personal advice to you. You know what I mean? Take it or leave it. Take it as you will. And I just want y'all to know that Jesus loves you. And so do I, bro. It's been Ambassador Plays. And I'll catch y'all.